Bridget, and welcome back to another Baking with Bridget. So, it is October 1st, which means that Halloween is coming up. So I wanted to show you guys some fun Halloween treats that you can make if you're having a social distance Halloween party, or if you want to share it with your family and friends, or if you just want to eat them. Here are some fun treats you can try out. The first treat that I'm going to be making are spooky spider chocolate peanut butter cookies. The things you'll need to make these spooky spider chocolate peanut butter cookies will be 1 3/4 cup of flour, a half cup of sugar, a half cup of light brown sugar, a half cup of peanut butter, 1 stick of butter, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and some Hershey's Kisses. And the things you'll need to decorate will be some chocolate chips. I'm using semi-sweet, but you can also use milk chocolate, and a piping bag, but you can also use a Ziploc bag. In a medium bowl, combine your flour, baking soda, and salt, and whisk that all together, and set it aside. Now, in a large bowl, combine your butter, peanut butter, and both your sugars. And now I'm using an electric hand mixer and mix it up until it's light and fluffy. Now I'm going to add my egg and my vanilla and mix that all together again. So now we have our wet ingredients and our dry ingredients. So now I'm going to add all of the dry into the wet and mix it up until it's well incorporated. So I have a cookie sheet lined with a piece of parchment paper, and now I'm just going to use a cookie scoop to scoop some of the peanut butter cookie dough and put it onto the baking sheet. So now I'm going to pop these in the oven at 375 degrees and bake them for around 10 minutes. But for the last 2 minutes, we are going to put our Hershey's Kisses in them. Okay, so the cookies are out of the oven, and now what I'm going to do is I am going to take a chocolate kiss and I'm going to face it down into the cookie. And now I'm going to put these back in the oven again for 2 minutes. So now my cookies are out of the oven and they have cooled off a bit, and now I just have some melted chocolate in a piping bag that I heated up in the microwave. So now I'm just going to cut the tip and then pipe on the little legs of the spider. Ta-da! Here are the spooky spider chocolate peanut butter cookies. The next thing that we are going to be making are tasty tombstone brownies. The things you'll need to make these tasty tombstone brownies will be 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 large egg, 1/3 cup of milk, a 1/3 cup of coconut oil, a 1/2 cup of cocoa powder, and a 1/2 cup of flour. Now let's put it all together. In a large bowl, combine your sugar, flour, cocoa powder, baking soda, and salt. And now whisk that together. Now we are going to add in our coconut oil, almond milk, vanilla extract, and our egg. And now just whisk that all together. So now our brownie batter is all ready, and so now I'm going to pour it into a pan that I lined with baking spray and parchment paper. Now I'm going to plop our brownies into the oven at 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes or until it comes out clean after sticking a toothpick in it. The brownies are done baking and I've given them plenty of time to cool, so now I'm going to use these little templates that I made to cut little tombstones out of the brownies. I finished cutting out my brownies and now I just have some royal icing with the #1 piping tip, and now I'm just going to pipe RIP onto all of these tombstones, but you can pipe whatever message you would like. Ta-da! Here are the tasty tombstone brownies that I made today. The next treat that I'm going to be making are Jackolantern Oreo Pops. The things you'll need to make these Jackolantern Oreo Pops will be a package of Oreos, some orange candy melt, some lollipop sticks, and some black food writer's pen. I found this at Target, but you can also use black royal icing. So I melted the candy melts in a candy melter, but you can also use a microwave and melt it for 30 seconds and then 10-second intervals, stirring between each time. But now I'm going to take my Oreos and my lollipop stick. So what you're going to do is you're going to dip your lollipop stick into the candy melts and then dip it into the cream part of the Oreo. And then put it on a baking tray, and then you can do this to the rest of them, and then you can pop them in the fridge or the freezer, whichever one you like, for 10 to 15 minutes. My Oreo Pops are out of the freezer, so now I'm going to dip them into the candy melts. So, you can use your spoon to just sort of put the candy melts on the Oreo and just try to cover all the sides. And then you can just tap it to get the excess off. And now place it back on your sheet. And you can do this to the rest of your Oreos. Okay, so all my Oreo Pops are coated with candy melts, and I have just taken them out of the freezer. So now I'm going to use my icing writer to draw jack-o'-lantern faces on the Oreo Pops. I like to draw 2 triangles for the eyes at the top, and then for the mouth I like to go down and then up and then down and then up and then down and then up, and then do that again underneath and then connect the lines and fill it. Ta-da! Here are all the fun Halloween treats that I made today. We made spooky spider chocolate peanut butter cookies, tasty tombstone brownies, and Jackolantern Oreo Pops. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you have any suggestions for another Baking with Bridget, don't forget to leave them in the comment section down below. And if you make any of these, please tag me on Instagram. I'll have a link to my Instagram in the description box below. But anyways, I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.